Yeah, go no.
Taking me higher, save me from this Delilah. You want cut my head, flyer, make a no fit liar. I don't try my best, I don't break my chest, I don't wrestle with my demons. My SOS, I don't let go. Come and save me from this legion, cause I don't wrestle. Since 97, spiritually rebel, I'm on another level.
Some of you may be aspiring to positions of leadership in the political arena, but the question is, why do you want to lead? In Africa, the shortest route to ill-gotten wealth is political leadership. If you want to get wealth without working for it at all,
This is True Talk, talking real life situation, bringing around the table newsmakers, the wake-ups, the shakers of our democracy, setting the agenda for the forward march of motherland Liberia. True Talk is live with your host, William A. Davis. It's an hour long of cross-cutting political, social, religious, and contemporary issues affecting the society. Make a date. True Talk, bringing our issues to life.
some of you may be aspiring to positions of leadership in the political arena, but the question is, why do you want to lead? In Africa, the shortest route to ill-gotten wealth is political leadership. If you want to get wealth without working for it at all,
live, this is True Talk, talking real life situation, bringing around the table newsmakers, the wake-ups, the shakers of our democracy, setting the agenda for the forward march of motherland Liberia. True Talk is live with your host, William A. Davis. It's an hour long of cross-cutting political, social, religious, and contemporary issues affecting the society. Make a date. True Talk, bringing our issues to life.
Since 97, spiritually I'm on another level.
To lead and make a change my plans, and your plans are not the same. So many things I need to teach you better. Why you try to read what you did not sow? You were enemies, but I did not know. Now you try to harm what you cannot kill. I'm a terminator, got me commando. Give me the sword and I conquer. Started that part and I go down. Any breakfast came ahead of me, but I'm standing here now as a leader. I come without it too higher. Never give up, keep the fire. Bad man want me to back, but it loud. On the most I try, but I
since 97, spiritually better. I'm on another level. I don't ask. Since 97, spiritually better. I'm on another level.
Yo, check it out, man. It's your boy El Frankie, my man. Now you rocking with DJ OZ on the mix.
Baby, I'm winning. Burn some my cars while you're living. Elevate wearing me, a future you see. I'll shoot it, take a shot, go take it. Go take it. Body no be firewood. See I no go tire, oh no. Oh yeah, make it come and do. See I no go tire, oh no. You no get the classy beat. Can you not see I really know? Along the line, along the line, along the line. Any corner, wherever you want to, I want it. You got it, what you do. Any moonlight, just for a light of blue. Along the line. Money, money, money. Money, 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 money,
me down. Need somebody help me, cause my heart is beat for love. Yeah, and I would be hearing this song. Need somebody help me, cause my heart is beat for love. Yeah. And baby can love me die. Oh baby, no lie, no lie, no lie. You grab my smile, baby. Yeah. See the way that you moving your body, but me on my mellow. Take your time, baby, girl. I no go let you die on my mellow. Yeah. See the way that you moving your body, but me on my mellow. I just wanna let you know, girl. I no go let you die on my mellow. Hey, see the way that you moving your body, but me on my mellow. Take your time, baby, girl, I no go let you down on my mellow. Hey, see the way that you wasting your loving on me on my mellow. I just wanna let you know, girl, I no go let you down on my mellow. Oh baby, can solve for me. Oh baby, no time, no time, no time to break your heart, baby. Oh baby, can solve for me. Oh baby, no time, no time, no time to break your heart, oh baby. Oh, your friend is too fine, but you are see. And if I say, keep my medicine, yeah, got me ginger my whole body. Yeah. My baby too fine, and my baby sweet. I singing this song for my melody. Yeah, got me ginger my whole body. See the way that you moving your body, but me on my melody. Take your time, baby, girl, I know go let you time on my melody. See the way that you moving your body, but me on my melody. I just want to let you know that I don't go to your time. Everybody jumping, no reason, we jumping. For the walk on drink back, for no reason, we jumping. Everybody jumping, no reason, we jumping. For the walk on drink back, for no reason, we jumping. Who talking dead, who talking down? Oh yeah. Now what kind of cheese, what kind of fries? They got me feeling my tita. Yeah. What kind of country, yeah? Everybody living like Kenya, oh. So now you compare. Everybody get up, so real. Nothing in the body. No cream for in the body. Nothing in the body. No cream in the body. Everybody jumping, no reason, jumping. For the open drink back, for no reason, jumping. Everybody jumping, no reason, jumping. For the open drink back, for no reason, jumping. You want to get, but you think I'm stupid. You not get my, you want to get. They gotta compare. You not get my, you want to get. But you think I'm stupid. You not get my, you want to get. I just wanna more. I just wanna more. I just wanna more. Fatumata, oh. Boy, Fatumata, oh. My tete, you my tete, oh. My tete, oh. My tete, oh. My tete, my tete.
So they want me so proud.
She don't want me to fall.
Oh yes, folks, we are back here on your set again. And we got some nice information for you. We want to be sharing with you in a few minutes. Stay where you are. Do us a favor by sharing, this live podcast. We appreciate you wherever you are watching us from. Please share this live podcast. Oh yeah. We are coming live for you, providing you with enough information. Welcome again.
They don't understand. My crystal fire magic. Don't give up for the same thing. All I do is mathematics. Calculating to the right.
All right, this is your boy right here. Will.
Baby, your body feel like a room. Hey, it really making me go. Hey, none of us say. I swear to God, none of us say. Do anything for the back. Hey, my land will go on the back. None of us say. Oh, none of us say. So come close, make it bounce. I can't be.
Let's go ahead and share the live.
Make it bounce. I can't ever punagi. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. I can't take punagi. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. As a punagi, make it bounce. Did you know where come out? She put the fire on my bar where the water.
Okay, folks. Coming live to you.
You wanna go in, I go for like a honker. I mean, I yell at my cotton. You wanna fuck up. That's easy. Tell us you wanna better. Yeah, that's easy. Tell us you wanna better. Yeah, that's easy. Tell us you wanna better. Oh my God, make it bounce. I got a beat punagi, make it bounce. I got a heavy punagi, make it bounce. I got a take punagi, make it bounce. Hey, stop that. The two first kill, stop that. Hey, stop that. And I like it, stop that. Hey, stop that. Some of the JM, hey, stop that. Shake it. Some of the JM, me, I like girls. Me, I want the girl that can move her body. I'm always ready to party. He said she don't say no.
All call the family around the table.
I gotta give you
because we are here to share with you valuable information. And welcome once more. Thanks for watching.
Oh, nah.
But share the live, please. Like, comment, and follow.
Your friend say I know feature, but if I not no come today, say you go there with me, the waves. Make it bounce. I got the people no give, make it bounce.
Okay, folks. So welcome again. Welcome back here. We are back again to your set to share with you information.
Some of you may be aspiring to positions of leadership in the political arena, but the question is, why do you want to lead? In Africa, the shortest route to ill-gotten wealth is political leadership. If you want to get wealth without working for it at all,
Live, this is True Talk, talking real life situation, bringing around the table newsmakers, the wake-ups, the shake-ups of our democracy, setting the agenda for the forward march of motherland Liberia. True Talk is live with your host, William A. Davis. It's an hour long of cross-cutting political, social, religious, and contemporary issues affecting the society. Make a date. True Talk, breaking our issues to life.
President Boyka's vision could not be clearer. Peace anywhere strengthens peace everywhere. Insecurity anywhere threatens stability everywhere. That vote to us reflects global confidence in Liberia's voice and in the values President Boyka has continued to articulate. The values of dialogue over division, cooperation over conflict, and responsibility over isolation. Let's be clear. Liberia is here because multilateralism worked. Because the Security Council acted with resolve. Because the African Union and ECOWAS stood firm. And because partners across the world believed that even nations emerging from conflict can contribute to global peace. Liberia's own experience affirms that sustainable peace is built through dialogue, inclusion, and respect for human dignity. Excellencies, with this mandate, Liberia comes to the Security Council guided by experience and anchored in the United Nations Charter. We come committed to diplomacy because we have lived the cost of its absence. We come determined to build bridges, encourage consensus, and contribute constructively to a safer world. The nameplate will read Liberia. The seat is Africa's. But Liberia's outlook, we promise you, will be global. It will be rooted in the conviction that peaceful coexistence is a shared responsibility. Finally, Liberia is ready to serve toward a just and peaceful world. I thank you for your kind attention.
I stopped. I bought this bag of water for $20 at Atia. Yes. I never voted for we are, but I'm going through the pain. We are
so the past government that were in it 6 years, 6 good years that had RTRO looking. 6 years in President Boyka about developmental asibo. Now even go for 2 years, yo. That month in the year making 2 years. When problem where minister don't go there, when they talk about 100, when problem where minister don't go there, you see how they were looking. In the past government at the time the labor still on the road. You see the better you told, see the caption you go RTR. And so and I drove on the road today. I passed on RTR. We see how car moving from RTR to come to that intersection. You see that? So view the area to do to video. I see people start posting it. They will be posting. They say, "Oh, that Grand Crew, yeah, Grand Crew." Then I say, whatever that Grand Crew, don't be like to the lab when people say that Grand Crew. Then I feel do that show all the video. It's not a minute. They may not call the video. They start watching. Oh, Grand Crew, but they forget to know that the road was damaged for 6 years. They forget to know the road was damaged. Car used to stuck on that road for a good 3 or 4 weeks. They on that road for one car to pass. They forget to know the man that told Castle for. He can't empower. He not even make 2 years in power. He paved that road. And the road project. Everything about JMB is going on. So they can be using everything in the be posted because I bring all day now. The only thing they let us share that bad use. Oh, yeah. Forgetting to know. That says, yeah. When they misuse and say, yeah, they forgetting to know that RTR, we should be thankful to God in hearing. We should be very thankful to President Bouaga. He loved this nation. We should be thankful. We should be thankful. We should be thankful. Developmental Asibo. The RTRO in Royal County. RTRO in Royal County. RTRO in Royal County. And now people can pass down there. People can pass on our road. I drove on I move from San County by Seri. Now I see road I pass on. I reach in Montreal by 3. About 3 on a same road. That same road. That same road. Car can pass. Car can pass on our road. So, oh God. JMB, you're congratulating to the comment section. You tell JMB thank you to the comment section. You'll be proud of your president. You don't mind people be giving you fifth information. You'll be, yeah. You'll be proud of your president. You'll be very proud. You'll congratulate to the comment section.
All the children plenty of it. You can't see the death trap. Yes, see the death trap now. Look at the place. This place. Look at the place. Any trap for an escape. Look at see the water full of you can see the water. Any trap for an you know. You listen to that. Quietly. What is it? They think again, ratty. All the thing ratty. Yeah. If it can will knock the horse.
So this morning, last Saturday, the township Health and Sanitation Department of Ghana Township is currently carrying on inspection in the shoe factory community, as you can see, along with the leadership. They are working along with the leadership. And this is it. And it looks so gonna wait for now because to admit to see the chairman itself right on the feet along with the sanitation team for this whole community. They have been the first time, right? But so.
I'm gonna all of you, please.
So yeah, you can see this thing.
Right, Bobby, are you think? I'm on it. Look here. Chairman, come see your people. Look, listen, how we live that is. Look at bathroom. Look at bathroom. Look. Come see behind the bathroom. Yeah. Look at bathroom, how we live that is. Well, I want to ask everything. That's everything. Somebody get a letter for me, please.
They see me when I get photo. But
even the message get over there. Get enough photo for the place. There's a sewer case here. There's a sewer case here. You recall all the sweet, the poor the boss.
So there is it this morning. This is like Saturday. The Health and Sanitation team. It's the factory, as you can see.
Timagos, your company photo with that photo like see me. Your company. Azu. Azu. I need a bathroom.
So as you can see, they are posting the bathroom based on the environment of this bathroom, and this is it.
You finish that bathroom, that 7 hour open. Your name. You do everything. Superman, we do it. Let's go tell it. I know I'll be doing our work. Let's do it quick. Your name. They come to the town on Monday. Get bathroom in the city, say country Jerry. You say LBR-Radio. You You say the president doing nothing, but you have said your whole surrounding tell your powerful ratting. You can't live like that. We want to see, we tell you, pay 2 and 2 times.
So yeah, this is Saturday morning, and as you can see, this is the first time to see the shoe factory chairman along with the health and sanitation department working together, and also the youth chair is also. But I'm seeing the chairman working more than the youth chair. But anyway, that is the position based on. By the way, the chairman. So as you can see, they are all working together this morning to make sure that the environment should be clean, along with the health and sanitation department, and along with that leader, Clifford is also here to make sure that everything should be under control. And that is it this morning. It is the work this Saturday morning, as you can see. So we are seeing community dwellers are supporting the exercise this morning in shoe factory, because some of them are raising concern concerning the environment of landlord, and some tenants are making sure that they can live in a clean environment for their safety. So the team are making sure this morning that they can carry a quick awareness, telling them concerning the environment, and that is it this morning. This is a Saturday morning. So as you can see, and the chairman, the youth chair just joined in with the team. As you can see, the exercise this morning, you can see they are making sure that people should, citizens of this community should live in a peaceful and clean resident. So that is it. And honorable chair, let me have a little conversation. How do you feel about the exercise this morning in your community?
No, this is something that we long been expecting to council. We can pick up from there, and then I think this will be a boost for us, and we also help to pick up the community. Be very fresh. We did a survey and found out that majority of the bathrooms that we have issues factory, they're all deplorable bathrooms. It causes serious harm to the community people. So to work in partnership with Town Hall this morning, I think it is good. We're going to continue the exercise, not even from today, but upward. We make sure the entire 5 blocks of shoes factory, we enter the entire 5 blocks of shoes factory. I'm going to commend the Honorable Commissioner that the team is doing well to help keep our community safe.
So what would be the next step for those who fail to take care of the environment? What would be this from your angle as a chairman for this community?
Okay, for us, what we're going to do is that all of those have been serving notice to go to the town hall. We are going to monitor right after town hall have done their own. We will continue the monitoring aspect to make sure that all of the places that we touch in the town hall came, to make sure these places being well developed, up to date. We're going to follow it up to the letter. We're going to follow it up the completion of all of the bathrooms to have shoe factory community safe.
So if a lot of people will raise concern, most besides those who will be watching the video, their concern will be about in case they violate and the township is not around. As a chairman, what will be your action or what will be your next move when people will violate those things?
Yeah, no, it's just to get back to town hall or any nearby police station to have them informed about what is unfolding on the town hall to get ready. So town hall started initiative, we must continue with the process.
So what is the last message to the people?
For today, we understand to agree us and then work together as one.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chair. So that was the voice of the chairman of Shoe Factory. As you can see. So that is it. Just listening to the voice of the chairman, and we're looking forward to have a conversation with the leadership of this community concerning the exercise this morning, because she's going to introduce herself briefly. Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, Chief.
Yeah, I saw you this morning with the sanitation health department in your community. First, can you introduce yourself and tell your position in the community?
My name is Bernice Nana. She factored like 8 years ago. Yes.
So how you feel about the exercise this morning by the sanitation team?
I'm too happy. Because I think morning about 8, before even you can come and do the exercise, I told them every Friday I can go around. I talk to them and tell them, say, oh, you're clean the place. I even went as far to set the police. I report a complaint. I say, what side of the portion? They say, my black. To see how there's a pocket. But one tell they can refuse.
So what would be your next action as a black leader if those who are violating or those who will try to violate the department mandate? What would be your next action as a cheerleader?
My next action, if you refuse, you go to jail and pay the fine.
Don't you think they're going to create a little scary environment for you?
No.
So what is the next measures? Maybe to the Labyrinth people?
Then they should keep their area clean, and if I come to them, they should listen to me. Let us see how best they clean the area every first Saturday and last Saturday.
So that was the voice of the black, and we wish to have conversation with the chair. Okay, so so that is it. That is it this morning. The exercise is ongoing this morning. As you see, they are making sure the community should be clean. So that is it. So this is it. As you can see this morning, this is what going on this morning. So they are engaged in citizen. They are engaged in citizen this morning concerning the environment. So this morning they are carrying on an exercise this morning. They are in the shoe factory community to make sure that they can make their environment clean this morning. So we have a conversation with the chairman and the black leader. We're listening to them while he was saying concerning the environment and engagement with the citizens within the community. So if you are just joining, this is a blessed Saturday morning exercise by the health and sanitation team, as you can see. So this morning they are making sure that residents should keep their community clean. So Mayor, how is the exercise this morning along with the team?
Yeah, the exercise is wonderful. People will feel bad, people will feel happy, people will praise us, people will get on negative words. But we have to do the right thing.
So, how is the working relationship along with the community law?
Yeah, the chairman is an energetic chairman. I love him. He ready to work, and alongside with black leaders, they are cooperative. At least, I must applaud the shoe factory leadership.
This is the first count since I've been behind your people to see the chairman himself working along with you.
Yeah, that show leadership. You know, leadership. Some people just hold the title, but they can perform the duty. Yes, but the shoe factory leadership show a clear example of a true leader. As you can see, the exercise morning alongside the chairman and the entourage with the inspector from Ghana Township. We are moving quietly, and we are on our inspection. We here to make sure that by any means, Ghana will be a better place for our people.
So what would be the next step for those who are violating or those who don't want to keep that community or their area clean?
As you can see, we give them a conference sheet, and our conference sheet is scheduled for Monday.
So
all violators will be at the town hall on Monday by 10 o'clock.
Some Liberian race issue concerning most precise. Why in case they violate all the desire not to go there? What will be the next step from your angle?
Government challenging, you don't challenge government.
So what will be the next step from your angle?
The government will take, the law will take a course.
In what means?
Yeah, we got means, we got a front sheet, and we got everything that think our people can go through it.
Will your team be on the 5th tomorrow to make sure that those who bathroom were closed down?
We don't have holiday. My team, I don't have holiday. We work every day.
So what will be your next message?
My message to not only Ghana, but the country at large. Let's help and make sure that our country clean. We can depend on national government. Government can do all. Ourselves need to clean our environment, clean our homes, build a better bathroom for our people. To the landlord who collecting money and don't facing bathroom for their people. Watch out for us. We are not playing. We are coming for those landlords that just take the money and leave the bathroom deplorable for the tenants to use. We are coming for you. Okay. Use the money to prepare the place for your tenants. The tenant is not a slave. And to tenants too. Everywhere you pay rent is your home. Make sure the landlord will not do all. Make sure you clean your environment. The landlord will not clean the grass in front of your house. The landlord will not wash your bathroom. Make sure you do such because you are living in your house. Thank you.
Okay, so that was the voice of the chair of the team, the Health and Sanitation Department. You just listen to him concerning the environment. You just listen to what he said concerning, as you see. A lot of people will get angry, some will be happy of their work, and that will which you can see what is going on. The chairman is engaging, the black leadership is engaging the citizen to make sure that they should be able to take care of the community.
Yeah. Bathroom, the place that you go sit down and take bath and use bathroom, infection, all that kind of stuff. What the chairman? We call the chairman, let's see the place. Chairman!
Boyka's vision could not be clearer. Peace anywhere strengthens peace everywhere. Insecurity anywhere threatens stability everywhere. That vote to us reflects global confidence in Liberia's voice and in the values President Boyka has continued to articulate. The values of dialogue over division, cooperation over conflict, and responsibility over isolation. Let's be clear. Liberia is here because multilateralism worked. Because the Security Council acted with resolve. Because the African Union and ECOWAS stood firm. And because partners across the world believed that even nations emerging from conflict can contribute to global peace. Liberia's own experience affirms that sustainable peace is built through dialogue, inclusion, and respect for human dignity. Excellencies, with this mandate, Liberia comes to the Security Council guided by experience and anchored in the United Nations Charter. We come committed to diplomacy because we have lived the cost of its absence. We come determined to build bridges, encourage consensus, and contribute constructively to a safer world. The nameplate will read Liberia. The seat is Africa's. But Liberia's outlook, we promise you, will be global. It will be rooted in the conviction that peaceful coexistence is a shared responsibility. Finally, Liberia is ready to serve toward a just and peaceful world. I thank you for your kind attention.
Liberia is ready to serve toward a just and peaceful world. Powerful speech right there. You see, when we talk about responsible government, this is exactly what we are talking about. You know, with the conflict,
President Boy.
You know, with the conflict that Dumbuya of Guinea started and was hoping to hold Liberia foot to the fire, knowing that we are on the council. President Boyka being mature enough and knowing exactly, you know, where we are from, our position at the council, and as well the role we play that makes us important. He believed in peace and dialogue than conflict or war. I think this is something that we all should understand and be able to relate to. For a matter of fact, that, like, you know, earlier today when I started the first podcast, I stated, of course, that we are having investors into the country. We are having new businesses coming into the country. We are having development, you know, being made into the country, investment being made into the country. Now, looking at us going into conflict again, even looking at our position at the Security Council, you know, also to plays a pivot role. It do play a pivot role. Oh, welcome, Combre. How you doing?
Am I live?
You are live, Combre. How will you be asking you called it? You are live.
Just making sure, because the way I appear straight on the main front page, it got me.
Oh, guy, you thinking whether you spinning it or yeah, well, we can have it set the other way around like this.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I mean, also too with your background, is it okay? I mean, like we are not getting, I mean, like the noise or anything, you know, of the kind. Is it all right?
Some noise on the background.
I was just hearing something like TV on, I think so.
No, there's no TV on.
All right, but then we're good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so welcome here, my brother, again for, I mean, quite a while. We all been busy, you know, it has been a little bit of a time, you know.
I can see you mastering how to use this software.
I'm a man. That's something that'll be high again about.
You're maneuvering all the little things. It's impressive. It's impressive.
Thank you, bro. But that's really that's not even the issue. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, actually, it is much easier, I would tell you the truth, to use as compared to OBS. OBS, anybody that have used OBS, they will tell you how complicated OBS is. You know, this is just straightforward. Yeah.
I know this screen, yeah. I saw
very straightforward. Yeah. Anyways, back to the topic, you know. So we have at the Security Council, we had basically I would say we appear at the Security Council, and there was a powerful speech that was given at the Security Council there. And I'll go ahead and have it play, you know, for us to, I mean, for you to have the opportunity as well to listen to it again. And we have our brother Asibo talking about the road construction and giving much more detail, you know, about the development of the roads and the pavement, or, you know, the construction of roads in Liberia. Good news in general. And we are looking at, you know, the sanitation team in Liberia there. Now, most often, you know, the people will say, oh, President Boyka is not working. President Boyka, you know, got the country all nasty, all dirty. Earlier today, I spoke on that, in fact, you know, looking at red light being cleaned up, looking at red light being taken care of. Because the thing here, Maxima, is that
I just don't believe how our people too are managing to live in such a living condition, and eventually, the opposition use those little things, to speak against the government by saying, hey, guess what? The country is so messed up, so dirty, filthy. What this government is doing, especially looking at those machines that was brought into the country. These people have, the slightest thing you give them, the slightest opportunity, they will talk about anything and everything. So I urge our people actually to, try to take care of their surrounding. That's why even I brought about this other video here regarding, the sanitation team, moving into the community, Gardnersville. The guy was so mad, he himself said it. He said, you always say, the president is not working. The president isn't doing anything. But guess what? Here is it. Your own surrounding, you people are not even taking care of it. And one more thing. We just recently, a couple of days ago, learned about Ebola being back again. These are how some of the reasons which we get a huge spread, of diseases around and people get infected and all those stuff there. But I don't know. What do you have to say before we go into, playing?
Well, let's just set it straight. It is erroneous for any outlet to proclaim that Liberia has Ebola. As far as my recollection and my knowledge can carry me, based on evidential reports coming from Liberia, we do not have Ebola. There have been no recorded case of Ebola in Liberia.
So with the news I was putting out there that numbers of passengers came from I think Uganda or one of those places.
So that was a mis and disinformation. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the National Public Health Institute, has written a lot of communication, and they were also before the Liberian Senate and the lower house as well, where they went to make clarity, because that's exactly what opposition figures were running with. They were lying to the people. And because someone who we all expected to be very inclined went out on the gossip to lose their talk and spread out panic among our people, decided to misinform the public intentionally, deliberately, and wastefully. Because listen, if Ebola was in Liberia, there's no reason for the government to hide, as being proclaimed by that lady, who is a quote unquote health worker. She's a nurse that went out there and lied that they went for in-service, and the nursing director told them that there's Ebola in the country, which was a blatant lie. They told them that there is a new strain of Ebola in East Africa, in some part of Central Africa. It was specific. As the saying goes, in time of peace, you prepare for what? War. We have had the trauma of Ebola. So many people over there. So many other families still living with the trauma. They are not being able to get closure. They have not been able to recover.
Yeah.
and then you come as a health worker. Where is your ethics? So just imagine if this woman was in a place where people have their test results, where the issue of confidentiality should be held in high esteem. You know HIPAA, you know that. They will chase you down to the ground. And that'll be the end of your rule.
The license all be involved, revoke.
Everything. Everything. You cannot do that. Who gave you the authority? It is okay. You can go to your group chat and tell people, say, hey, look, let us wash our hands. Let us do this. Let us do that. But once you leave that particular line and jump out to another area to say, oh, there's Ebola, then that means you are going into a whole different dimension. That's a whole different dimension, because you do not have the moral and the ethical rectitude to disseminate said information. Everybody, that's why they say in Liberia, everybody are lawyer. Everybody can, they having a social media have made everybody now can just do everything loosely. And on top of that, they say freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Today, everybody can just stand up and say anything. But this is the society that we have now. And many of those people you see doing those things, some of them claim to be educated, and many of them are uneducated. Because that illiteracy thing they're talking about, there's another bracket of illiteracy that is breeding in our country there. Because there are people who are pseudo-educated. They went to school, they got some form of education, but they are not inclined. They don't have the common sense to back the education that they have. So sometimes you even find people here who are even in the diaspora who claim to be doing professional job, but when they go out there on social media and you see them writing things on social media, and then you tend to take a step back. Are these people really educated, or are they pretending to be educated? So there is no Ebola in Liberia, and we pray to God that there will be no Ebola in that country, because Ebola sees no political party, Ebola sees no nationality, Ebola sees no age, gender, or creed.
So if I may ask, what do you think that drove her to do such a thing? Is this highly political? Does she have any connection with the opposition, to do this in order to tarnish, the image of this government? What do you think?
We leave that to the investigators. The police are still investigating her, and as far as we are concerned, they have suspended her while she undergo investigation. And as the Bible says, he who man his mouth, man his life. He who guide his mouth, guide his life.
Yeah.
That mouth, fast running mouth, can carry you up and can also bring you down. Some people have succeeded in saying stuff and getting away with it, but not everybody. Especially in that kind of a situation where there are family over there who face dealing with the bursting of the Ebola. Some people still they're crying because they have that immediate. You know how many family lost their house head, the head of their household? You know how many people lost them?
Even with the exception of that, there were a lot of lives and things that got missing or were lost to this dreadful disease. But here is the interesting thing, Maximo, here that drew my attention. It's the fact that there are a couple of health workers. That's why I'm asking if this is highly political. there have been a couple of healthcare workers. I'm not talking about just, those that are working, beneath the belt line. I'm talking about Liberians who, have made it into this country, that have climbed the ladders. Liberians that are working, into higher positions, like as well DONs, nurse practitioners, RNs, even home care owners and things. I've been seeing them on Facebook, and they have been, coming out at this government, saying that the government is actually hiding, the fact that it is proving they have all reliable evidence that Ebola has entered the country through that flight, the people that came, and our people need to be careful. They need to reinstate the lady, give back her license. She wasn't lying, after all sort of things, trying to make this statement convincing. What do you think about that, Maximo?
No, there will always be people like that. My good friend and brother, there are always people like that. People sentimentalize it. The lady was trying to contractize and give out information, but I told you that information was inculcated with things that shouldn't have been said. That she have no moral and ethical rectitude to speak to. She reached that particular part. I told you that. Listen, she knows exactly what she was doing. For you.
So my question, the thing that is bogging my mind is the fact that were there other hands involved, higher hands, because she's just an ordinary person,
we cannot speak too much about that until the police can come, because this is a matter of investigation, for criminal liability and other things, and for her to be formally charged and sent to court. The police will have to get reasons why they think that she deliberately, intentionally and wastefully did what she did to cause panic and chaos among the population. So
on the other hand, if we should look at things from a different dimension here, is that we already have, the shortage of healthcare workers within the country, and even good ones too, for that matter of fact. Do you think that she can be pardoned, for what she has done, and go back, and be given some classes and put him back into society?
Well, again, I don't want to speak much to that because there is an ongoing investigation. So I will have to wait to see what are the motives, so I can conclusively come up and make that to make my point on that. But for now, as far as I'm concerned, she erred, and the investigation will unveil to us whether there are other things behind it. So if there are other things behind it, because it just brings up, look at what was happening around. Who are they? Who are the ones who were quick to come up in your defense? They were opposition figures.
That's why I asked that question, a technical question. Because these people that are coming in her defense are mostly oppositions.
So now, the few oppositions that are running around, all around, with all those loud mouths, they're not helping the situation. Because the court of public opinion are already singled her out. They already started calling her names already. and she's going to cause her family to suffer. Some people don't look at the repercussion. Some people are very impulsive. They don't think through things. They just go ahead and just talk. That particular thing you see over there, that's the livelihood of most of the women who just go around just lie. You know, they are culturally or society of just lying to gain attention. So for you to go and say there were people who came from 5 persons, you came and lied, say there are 5 persons. And then they to say, oh, they have conferences that were held in Rwanda. In fact, they're having conference now in Liberia. So delegates came from no country, they came, and because of the situation going on in that region, so we decided to put up extra measures so now that we can start screening people and monitoring people who come from that particular part of the country and entering our territory, so we can make sure that we can be ahead of our game to be able to easily arrest situation before it go out of hand. And just prepare for the sake of preparedness and surveillance sake, screening sake. Let me guess it, the screening people, using all the necessary surveillance and everything, contact tracing and everything to make sure that things does not go out of hand. Then somebody wake up on there. Look, it always happen here in the United States. When the Hunter virus came, the people, CDC and other public health and practitioner came to the hospital. We had in service. They told us what to do, how to prepare, and what not to do. Did we run to our respective chat rooms to go be telling people, say, oh yeah, the virus here? Who you supposed to go tell?
Unless you don't know your job description.
Man.
Anyways, let's go ahead and listen, to this powerful speech.
America's vision could not be clearer. Peace anywhere strengthens peace everywhere. Insecurity anywhere threatens stability everywhere. That vote to us reflects global confidence in Liberia's voice and in the values President Buckeye has continued to articulate. The values of dialogue over division, cooperation over conflict, and responsibility over isolation. Let's be clear. Liberia is here because multilateralism worked. Because the Security Council acted with resolve. Because the African Union and ECOWAS stood firm. And because partners across the world believed that even nations emerging from conflict can contribute to global peace. Liberia's own experience affirms that sustainable peace is built through dialogue, inclusion, and respect for human dignity. Excellencies, with this mandate, Liberia comes to the Security Council guided by experience and anchored in the United Nations Charter. We come committed to diplomacy because we have lived the cost of its absence. We come determined to build bridges, encourage consensus, and contribute constructively to a safer world. The nameplate will read Liberia. The seat is Africa's, but Liberia's outlook, we promise you, will be global. It will be rooted in the conviction that peaceful coexistence is a shared responsibility. Finally, Liberia is ready to serve toward a just and peaceful world. I thank you for your kind attention.
Mr. Maximus.
That was the old speech. That was the old speech. Or that's the recent one.
That's the recent
one. I started listening to that.
Yeah, that's the recent one. Being attached with his pictures and everything on it. But anyways, whether even old or recent, I mean, that at the Security Council, that went with a weight, stating the position of Liberia at the Security Council. So if you look at that, or if while listening at that speech being read and being able to match it up with what we have just experienced at the border there between us and Guinea, what would you have to say about that?
Well, I have always said it over and over again that peace is the only path. Peace. In Liberia, it's not going to go the path that many other people wanted to go. And I've stood with President Bouaka on many things. And one of them is the issue about coexistence, living in peace and harmony. We have been living together for all these years, and there were no borders until the European came. Our people are one, and they're not just a piece of land or river cause conflagration and cause people to go and spill blood. So we're not going to go to war with anybody because we have.
So what if they are interpreting it like we are weak, we are being bullied, taking advantage of us, even Sierra Leone, knowingly that stepping, to wherever they have crossed over on that soil is wrong. Do you think it is wise enough that we just let it be? We let, basically our land go like that. And it is even safe, for the Liberian people tomorrow or in the future. Because remember, they were across the river. And if history set us right, almost all of our neighboring countries there have piece of our land. Today, Guinea is making another move. Guinea have struck another move by crossing the river. Do you think it's safe for us that tomorrow we one day not going to wake up and hear that Lofa is under Guinea too? Completely?
That will never happen.
I think we said that before, where nobody ever anticipated that Guinea would have crossed the river. Imagine, that is a river. We are not talking about a dry lane where you say that it's just a lane mile. It is a river. These guys had the audacity to cross a river. What do you think about? If I even got a cars, I've seen videos with some of their military vans and things on that part of the lane. So tell me now, what do you think that tomorrow, don't you even think that eventually we're going to start seeing those people, even in our marketplaces and things, going there like they say they're going to buy food from our people and all those stuff there. The next thing, they start mating with our women. You go look the next thing, they start having family right with, in the border there line. And they already were family across from across there. Don't you think that is
then what's the point?
Why margin?
That particular boundary area has always been a selected, it's a port of entry. Yeah, always been a place for bilateral.
It became a problem, Maximo. It became a problem because we are losing territorial positions.
We are not.
Yes, we are. Imagine,
no,
history explained to us that part of the border, once upon a time during the French colony, took that era from us. That era was once Liberia as well. They think that they are claiming Ivory Coast the same way. Danane was once Liberia. There were nothing even known as Sierra Leone. The entire Sierra Leone were part of Liberia. All the colony thing and all the stuff that came from the division. And you talking about now, if you are saying that it wouldn't happen or it's not a problem, why do you think Guineans see themselves to be Guinean? Do you think that they see themselves to be Liberian? Different army, different what to say, culture and everything. They know themselves to be Guinean. They don't know themselves to be Liberian. So how possible you can think that isn't going to be a problem tomorrow?
Because as I've always said, I know that soft diplomacy gonna take effect, and Liberians will look back and say it was better while we waited. We did not go the other way that other people want us to go. And it's not all about people who have the biggest muscles. These two people have been living together for years. Remember
under a condition. They have been coexisting.
There's no condition over there. There's no condition.
There is a condition that this part here is Liberia, and across the river there is Guinea. That have been from time immemorial. Now,
yeah, but it hasn't changed.
It changed.
It
changed from the time they drew over. Do you know that when you plant your flag on a territory means that you claiming that territory?
Negotiation is still ongoing. I don't want to speak to national security issue right now, because that particular one now we just saying it. Everybody just saying it because nobody get any facts relating to that. The president went and met the house. They had an in-house conversation. They talk about it. Money has been
there's a fact. We watched the video. I know. What we're saying here is in the interest of our own government, our own people. In fact, we know our government is fighting for our people, but where the truth belongs, we need to put it there, because guess what happening? All of these things here I watch, even after you and I have left, this podcast out there, they are reviewed. So if we looking at the hardcore truth and we stepping away from it or shying away from it, that also to an advantage, to the opposition. In fact, to the very people that are taking advantage of, our people there, which is not right. I got a video here as well. You see Dumuya celebrating his accomplishment with his people, which is wrong. Let me quickly share that with us. This thing here is seriously a problem because, this seems to be like...
La dédicace pour le président. Kofi Olomide, c'est parti. On écoute ça. Ensemble, tout le monde est désolé. Avant, la dédicace pour le président. Confie au LBD, c'est parti. Allez, écoute ça.
All right. Let's come back to it now. So, Maximo, looking at that, is it not provocative enough? Being very, very honest. Because this happened right after the incident occurred at the border. And we have been applying diplomacy, for some time now. We are at the Security Council. Let me ask you this. Don't you think that Liberia should have by now report this issue to the Security Council?
So, from that video that you played just now, I didn't see anything in that is relating to whatsoever that's happening to our border situation. It was just an insecure man in a space, enjoying himself as always, as a young man. Have some of a few brass around and then enjoying themselves. That's okay. That's for Guineans to think about. Our people going to bed under the sounds of bullets or guns? No. We are not exchanging fire on the border. Are people still trading at the entry? Yeah. People are still walking, crossing, going to Guinea, going to make a market on market days.
No point of correction there. First of all, that's the second thing you are saying there that I'm having issue and trouble with. Now, let me play the devil advocate here for a minute. I listened to our information minister a week ago. He made some reckless and foolish statement. He said the same thing. Are we hearing bullets? Should we hear bullets before we know that we are being oppressed? Should we hear bullets before we know that we are being bullied? Should we hear bullets before we know that our rights are gradually being taken from us?
So no. Why you want the government to do now?
Let me address that first. Let me address that. That statement he made was very reckless. It is not right. Do you think, ask yourself that question, as we speak now, if Liberia would have made that move, you think we would have been standing to that era? No, Guinea will not allow it. Of recent time, Guinea went to try the same nonsense with Malay. In fact, I will get that video too. It's all on the internet. Went to try with Malay. Malay did not play fun with him. Let's forget about Irako soon. But of recent, they opened fire on them. They chased them. They ran back into Guinea. And they made a video. One of the military men of Guinea explaining and showing the side that he was fire on. Why you think Mali never took it? Why would they be going around and trying to steal land and take land from their neighbors or bully their neighbors. On the other hand, regarding the market situation, yes, I watched another live video again. Do you know what the Guinean soldiers are doing? They will allow their people to cross the river from Guinea. And when they cross the river, they say they are bordering, where they got their flag posted now and thing. They will let the people bring the market right there while they are protecting our territory. Then our people will leave from inside the town, come and meet their people right there and exchange market or do sales right there. But they can't allow our people to cross like they allow their people to cross over to our side. There was a lady that recorded our video, and she was boldly stating it. As I watch, I will bring it up. They are not allowing our people to cross into Guinea, but they are allowing their people to cross into Liberia. It is a fact. And this is thing that our people, our government is aware of. Yes. Let Tussle and Tussle. To be honest enough, this shouldn't be happening. When are we going to wake up? Until one day we learn, we wake up and hear that, hey, guess what? The entire loafer has been run over. Or we hear that these people, we can't even identify them from Liberians anymore. Why do you think other countries will not allow it, but just us? Even where Sierra Leone is today, Sierra Leone can't even take that anymore because of recent time. Sierra Leone had just increased because of that incident. Sierra Leone has increased.
What's the way forward? What should we do? What's your recommendation to the government?
I believe the same diplomatic way that they are taking it, they need to reinforce it. Because even there was an interview that was done with what his name this our guy that is on the UN stuff for us there. He's Senator, I will recall his name. But I learned that there was a report that was read recently, and the Guinea incident was never mentioned in that report. In fact, Nigeria, the representative of Nigeria was there, and this man mentioned it. He said, why is it with the incident that is going on between Liberia and Guinea, it's not mentioned in this council? So why are they ignoring it? That is the issue I want to know. It's not only about, fighting our opposition or our opposition leaders and things, but what are all the things that we're making to be, better on us? What's the security aspect of that border incident? Why are they not addressing it at the Security Council? So how can we get a way forward if this is all left in the dark? For me, I want to know, because if we are not, talking about it, though we are bringing in other things, we are showing other aspects in which we are improving and things, it's like we are, putting this to sleep. Maximum. And if we are doing that, don't you think it is a risk for us in the future? Now, here is the new development. They are about to have election in Guinea. And according, you go on Data Observer, according to the new information out there, they have closed all border ties between all neighboring countries, including Liberia.
So this is Franklin Dolokwe. We are currently
Yeah, including Liberia, they have closed all borders connection. The people are very particular about the security of their citizens and the people. Very much particular. Don't you guys think that we should be doing the same thing too? We should be doing the same thing. Yeah. I'm not honestly funny. I'm not really funny that there is any improvement being made since that border incident happened. I'm not. Nobody can tell me, say that there has been something done about it. Because we see anything. Even this rainy season that started, another new development that we gather or information is that the people have begun building their residential home right at the border there where they planted their flag because of the rain. Brother, let's be honest, man. Brother, it's not a bad thing. I mean, we have done, Unity Party have done a lot of good and still doing much more good, better, and thing. But look, brother, just like you in class. I mean, sometimes not everything you'll get 100%. If I'm right. Sometimes you take a test, you may score 90, 98. The few percentage are out. And that's exactly what is happening. This one is really, 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 really important than you can ever imagine. What scares me is the fact that these people are on our soil. They are on our soil. These people can move into those towns any moment, anytime. Any of our women can get raped. Imagine before they even actually planted their flag across there, we saw the very first video. From across the border, they shot at one of our people, our Lofian brother, that got shot in the legs. Do you think that people that you can trust, those are people that you can trust? No. They are protecting their citizens. We should be doing the same. Our government should be doing the same, protecting us, protecting our people. The people are literally on our soil. They are not even across the border, like even Sierra Leone or whatever in talking. No, literally they are on our soil. I know you're tired, man, brother. I can see it. But man, that's what I have to say, man. I'm totally with that aspect, I'm totally messed up with that aspect, to be very frank with you. Yeah. I mean, we are doing good, the government is doing good. But they need to do more. They need to do something about that border issue. That's my belief. Up to you, brother.
Well, I've given my piece on that topic, and I think that's okay for now. And we continue to hope and see that the government move past the soft diplomacy and move on to a more rigid diplomacy, and to give us an update on the situation at the border.
Thank you. You being straightforward now. You being right in the rightful frame of mind. You being honest, about this. and as a diplomat too as well. You know, we need an answer, and we need for them to move a little bit further than that. We need something to be done. We do need something to be done. And so what do you also do as well, you know, see what how do you look at the fact that now that they are about to have election, you know, and so forth, and all entry points has been closed, you know, to Guinea, and they have put out announcement that, I mean, sooner or later there shouldn't be any movement of anyone coming into Guinea or leaving out of Guinea. What really do you think about that?
Now, to all Africans, watch this video carefully.
Well, there's always that's nothing strange. There's an election process going on. If you see there's an election process, it's okay. It's normal. Sometimes,
do we do when we are having election? Do we do that?
Sometimes they shut down. You know, it depends. Sometimes they shut down the border temporarily. You know, they give out information out there that the border will be shut down at this time to prevent people from coming in and out. Because you know, Africans election how it's always been. People want to be trooping from this region to this other region. And the other countries don't take that lightly. So yeah. So I just see that because it was clearly put out there that the border was going to be shut down temporarily to until the elections are over. So
okay, but that play into the end small now. I mean, brother, you gotta be because from the beginning I've seen you to be that man of strong words and boldness. So let not beat around the bush. Do you really spill all your guts? I want to hear this from the man that I saw first and saw some, you know, strength in. Do you really favor Doumbouya, the election coming up? I mean, as an African, do you really want Doumbouya back? Do you think he should be successful in our upcoming election?
The election is not about Doumbouya. I hope we get it clear. It's not a presidential election. It's a parliamentary election for their lawmakers. It's not for Doumbouya. So
yeah, but do you think you want Doumbouya to have such authority and thing? I mean, because even the parliament election and thing, you know, there are different parties and group that controls the house, you know, from the lower to the higher house and all those stuff there. And he must be a part of his party, you know, that obviously might be in a higher number also. Do you want him to lose?
Well, I've always told Doumbouya to tread with caution. Doumbouya is I told you earlier, he is a very insecure man. A man who even go in the bathroom with 20 bodyguards. He's a very insecure man. Why would you want to, you know, think that you're going to give too many credence to a man like that? Doumbouya is very insecure because the manner and form in which he came to power.
But the man, so, I learned when he going to the mosque to pray, say everybody that are there, they'll move in and think just for him and placard the whole compound there with social security.
Of course. Even the place you go to worship to a God that he think can protect him, he's still not secure there. Then why that man can get better still with 2 hours close? So why would you even want to think that kind of a man will look? They say cola not last long in the mouth of those who value it. For Doumbouya to last long over there, if he does not have peace with his neighbor, with people around him, and he think he can use, you know, the iron fist or the divide and conquer rule, he will be walking into something that he will not even believe.
Let's switch the topic a little bit around. So earlier, I mean, today I know you watched a little bit of it when I came on air regarding George Weah. former president, we are, with his son out there and his wife, and looking at the diamond in that boy ear, man. The diamond that Peking was wearing. And the Peking was speaking French fluently, showing wealth. What's your take on that?
What's my take? Yeah, are you really asking me that question, bro?
Everyone,
that question should go back to those folks who are worshippers of the Wia Creed. Those of them who are reciting the creed of Wia. That thing should go back to them. Sometimes I sit and just wonder what kind of a people they are. You love the man so much until you don't even love yourself. Because anybody who does not love the country Liberia, and you think that a man is greater than the country, then that means you don't love yourself.
But we are told the people in one of his church conference that they shouldn't swear for him. You remember that?
Those folks, listen, sometimes I just laugh at them. I just find it to be comical. And I just think that many of them are just under this bondage. And that's why I refer to a few group of them to go read on Frederick Douglass. When he talked about my bondage and my freedom. Socrates said, when a mind is enslaved, when a mind is enslaved, the body can never be free. Many of those folks, you see why that mind has been encapsulated. And they have been caught in this inescapable web that they can't even find themselves they can't even find that freedom to remove themselves of that shackles. Some of them are still in dismay. They are still in that delusional state, thinking that, we are coming back to 2029. To do what? Where is he coming back? Where? And that's what I say. If you don't pray for the country to improve, you need to pray for one man to come back so that you can continue your how do you call it? Your merit making, because this is the thing they were on. The folks were saying, we're not working, but we're on payroll. How much are they paying you? How much were they giving you? $150? You think that was a good thing they were doing for you? In an economy where people were carrying money bags home, they give you $150. I think, that good thing they were doing for you. $200, I say, that good thing. You're not working for it. So now, because you have a government that's saying you must earn, work for what you earn. And some folks are there making noise all over the place. Go see them. The we are men talking about when I son get the stone that in about here. President, we are able to leave you while you're running around with us on nonsensical protest with Morba Molu. Former president, we had left you over there. He flew to Paris to go and show that his son get a contract. You think that they're free for his son to move on club team to come to a club team? You think that free? He was telling you that his son future is more better than all that noise you're making.
Yep, definitely.
And don't look at former president gets so many children. But have you seen him speaking of the other one? No.
Nope. Just that Timothy Weah.
And now, hey, junior ball. Behind him now. Down at him and get behind his back. That one, he get no life for himself now. He asking what is in a professional life, he get nothing. The only thing he does is just follow his path anywhere he goes.
Another son of his?
Yeah, Josh Weah Jr. You don't know Cham Weah.
I know that other one.
Oh, Josh Weah got plenty of children. The children and swear out what.
But have you heard? I think I heard his ex-girlfriend. I got a video that said he got up to 15 kids. So,
he got a lot of children.
Oh, have you heard about the recent discovery Akara's Gray mansion he's building, or he was building when he was selling?
Akara Gray is a common criminal. He worked for 12 years. He was building that gigantic mansion. It was good that Liberian people saw that he was nothing but just a loose sucker, get stuck freely. See, Akara Gray doing the interview.
Moses Akara's Gray.
Yeah, let me.
This is Moses Akara's Gray property in Saytown, Lower Magibi, Ralphie Highway. If you take a look through this building, you have over 100 plus, and this is what 3-storage building. 3-storage building. See, this is Akara's Great duplex. He was building during the Weah regime. This is a building the man was building during the Weah regime. That criminal there, he now sits on spoon and has nothing to offer to the Liberian people but to tell lies. They're stealing the day in the country. Yeah. So, since he left power, they have not touched the building. So now he sits on spoon and cause too much of noise to come by. This is the Satan community. See, Satan community, Lower Magibi, Ralphie Highway. Yeah. Akara's Gray. I don't have time to actually go through the building. Yeah, I don't have time. But look at it for yourself. See this for yourself. The mansion here, where he got the money from. Within 6 years. See the thing the boy put down here. See the thing the boy put down here. Yeah. You know how many thousands of United States dollars? So now he want to come back to finish it. That's why he sits on spoon and say all kinds of mess about the government are doing its best.
Actually, these are the kind of things that recovery assets supposed to be going after. I'll tell you this. And I said this earlier. All of these former law government officials and things of the Weah regime, including the Weah men, they are all finding it so hard, struggling so hard to come back because they have unfinished business. All of these are investments and things that they have made in that country there. They want to come and complete it. And here is what Maximo that bugs me. They talk about the investment or the spending that have been made since this regime came into power. Talking about the property that being built in Lofa, Foya to be precise, belonging to the president, which has been clarified that it does not belong to the president. But just for argument's sake. But when they were in power, now here is the distinction that I have seen, Maximo. When they were in power, all of these discoveries were never out. The Liberian people were not hearing about the investment that they were making in themselves. So far, so good. I think only George Weah, when he built that 72 condominium, because of how much he put into that, it couldn't even go into hiding. And he still had to fight to defend it, to say that it was his son's property, where his son had to debunk that. But the rest of them, all their investment were in hiding. That only after when they left from power, now everything has been disclosed. Everything is out there in the public. Now, do you think that the Liberian people should be afraid of these people, but now knowing that they never knew that these people had this kind of deep secret?
Listen, these days when those guys post, don't even read that. Don't listen to that post. Just go to the comment section. You'll see what the Liberian people can tell them. You know how many times we manage to know that those guys can be deleting some of the comment that they can receive. They'll delete some. So you can see it to know how to backlash them. The Liberian people know who the guys are. They know them.
Look at that kind of mansion.
You know them.
3-story.
When Sony went, go see it. Listen. If you saw the interview that Akara Gray had on, was it on BBC? The interview during the course of the Liberian War in 2003, before the peacekeeper arrived, he appeared on one of them. See Akara Gray morphology during that time. See. And then after, the Liberian people felt sorry for him. He honored his bossman, Rufus Nuvia.
Wow.
And they gave him lawmaker position. He became Ambassador General, no control. So you're doing all that loud mouth. Jeff, when the first says the people wanted to kick him out, who saved his life? He began a birthday gift to former President Weah. Beg George Weah to go to give him an endorsement. And George Weah went there. And he said, "This is my birthday gift."
You know, here is the video here that they went put together in regards to that project in Foya. And I continue to say these guys are playing dirty politics, and we all know that this is not just
who know that with the people that bring people say, okay, that woman is old. He been vice president for 12 round years. And he's very old. He's not like young boys that get energy that we are. He's running all around, you know, doesn't know what he's looking for, still young. But this is an old man who has had years of experience. Barely walk, barely move. What do you think he should be thinking about? So that the parent people look at him and say, okay, since the young man have disappointed us, let's bring the old man with years of experience, and he will be able to sit down and focus on our children. He jumps in here. In 2 years' time, he's building a $10 million complex in local.
You hear that nonsense?
That Creighton Duncan. Creighton Duncan, don't mind. Creighton Duncan is looking for relevance. He got ambition. He want to contest 2029. So he's thinking that by running around and making outlandish and reckless statements like that against President Baga, he can have a seat at the table. That's what he's looking for. Creighton Duncan, just make sure that you complete your 9 years in the House of Senate. He made that reckless statement when he went to Kingali. And he had the opportunity to meet the Liberian, some Liberian students. The student listening to him, that's his everyday talk. He has nothing to think about. All that accusation he's making, he has no evidence to prove it. He's just talking. So these are the angry birds. They're just passing around, get talking, all kind of things, just talking.
Wow.
But go ask him what has he done for his own people in Grand Crew there, in Sino, I mean. Go ask him. How often? How often? That Sano that he always going to. Who made that road private for him to be going there? But in the end, they say we will separate the sheep from the goat.
From the goat. Yeah. But okay, so my brother, let me let you know, because I know you need sometimes look a
Well,
bit, exhausted. And
yeah, my man, we were having a lot today because Arsenal won the Premier League and we lost the Champions League yesterday.
Okay.
But in everything, we were celebrating our success for winning the Premier League after 22 years. It was a very big one. So it's a massive success. So we embraced it today. We were all, colorfully mesmerized.
That's good.
And then we identify with our club. So I'm a little exhausted because I was on a long call with some of my colleagues and friends and big people who love the club thing. The banter was there. They were saying, "Oh, yeah, I win Champions League." But again, we went to the finals and we did not win it on penalty shootout. It's normal. It's everybody again. So, but we'll come back stronger. So that's why we say, look, unearned suffering is redemptive. We'll come back next season and fight hard to win it. But until then, we will continue to celebrate our gains that we have right now. So in closing, let me just say thank you so much for sharing the platform with me at about this time. And I want to say bravo to the Liberian government. 285 machine completed as promised to the Liberian people. And by June 29, this machine should be dispatched to respective counties. And then the massive opening of all feeder roads, farm to market roads, and and robust maintenance of those roads so that our people can have access, to move their goods and services here and there, and improve economic activities. We'll not eat roads, but road will make us to eat.
The road may also eat. That's it.
Yeah, we'll not eat road, but road will make us to eat.
Yeah.
And then, we want to commend the government of Liberia, and I also want to take this medium to say thank you to the president for the presidential directive minimizing the travel of officials of government and to have them to focus more on doing their job. And there are a lot of things that's happening. So the president was right. There are a lot of things that never happened that will happen. As long as we live, things will continue to happen. So that's tell you that the progressive nature of life, things will continue to happen.
Well, I would say, I don't mean to cut you off before you go. You got counter reaction. Yeah. If you can see it.
I already know the person who's talking. You already know the kind of folks. He said, from that fruit we shall know them. What exactly is he saying? Is he giving you any credit, any information apart from the reckless cliche that he's doing over there? I've been saying that I don't even dignify that.
God of this goes Will Smith and shovel Jose Yamabuka and his majority Block old man.
Roosevelt Nkrumah has no history. That namesake can already tell you. Has no history, so I don't waste my time with that. If he's serious about it, then he go get himself. Then he go get a life for himself. We're focusing on country. We're not focusing on individual. We're saying the country. Saying the machines that you consider them to be substandard. What machine that you bought for your own horse? Substandard.
Well, yeah. So yeah, folks. It was nice being out here with you people and my brother in Cumber right here, Maxima. You know, we had a great time out here, speaking on issues that matters, you know, to the Liberian people. And this is what we do, and we're going to continue doing it. You know, informing our people, home and abroad. Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure serving out here with you, Maximos. You know, I appreciate, you know, your time and effort being made here. And hopefully, you know, we will be back pretty soon. But I know for me, by tomorrow, I'll be out here again. Well, it looked like the brother, yeah, he purposely came out here for you, Maximo. He said he had texted.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not even looking at that. The Caterpillar is the world's greatest moving machine. Yeah, that's true. We're not saying that. So that means that the only Caterpillar can produce. So all the yellow machine that is working currently now in Burkina Faso, that Caterpillar produce all of them. So are they using Caterpillar in Burkina Faso? Are they using Caterpillar all over the only Caterpillar they can use? Those guys don't have. They see that you kind of people. Then you say I should waste my time behind. These are the group we call the paracetamol argument group. These are the argument they will always bring so that in the end you must go take some kind of pain relief or starting off something to help you. But you don't waste your time with that type of man.
No, he does. I'll get my brother, so.
Yeah, that man. Yeah, that man came with a fixed mentality. So this is what we call a stereotype mentality. You get came with a fixed man, and that fixed man is about nothing that is being done by this government is good. So the machine that is bringing, that is being distributed, 19 pieces to each county for the first time in the history of Liberia, 1847. Every county will have their own set of machine, and they will be able to design or plan and in coordination with a committee to ensure that those machines are well maintained and are adequately used, so that it will not end up in somebody's backyard, so that it will not end up on somebody's farm, it will not end up on the highway with parts missing from on it. They have a regulatory body to monitor and make sure it effectively and efficiently function. Somebody on the other side who ate a father driver no fish, they come here, they can't tell you, say, oh, the machine are substandard.
But yeah, it's the thing. I said that same thing earlier today on the first show. In the history of Liberia, no president, even before we were born, I ever heard growing up, or my parents were born, to say any president have bought, you know, those earth moving machines that each and every county has its own. Has its own. I've never heard that before. That is unheard of or noticed. I've never heard. Oh, my attorney, no, the guy didn't want us to steal on here, but we're coming to go. I've never heard in the history of Liberia, even before 1847, that Liberia had ever experienced anything known as overhead bridge, where that history has been set beside this government. Other things you will see other government or regime doing, like George Weah would say, oh, maybe he constructed this military hospital. He constructed this oil refinery, you know, building and thing. There are so many buildings, hospitals and things that have been built in that country by other governments. So that is not a new thing. That is nothing new. So our people, no, people who got to go, but we'll just tell you, you guys got to go back into your closet, okay? Y'all got to be able to go back into your closet. You're thinking about something valuable to do, because honestly, I have seen the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think this government means well for us. So until then, my brother comrade, it was rather nice being out here, speaking our truth.
Thank you, man. I hope to see you another time.
Positions of leadership in the political arena. But the question is, why do you want to lead? In Africa, the shortest route to ill-gotten wealth is political leadership. If you want to get wealth without working for it at all,
Live, this is True Talk, talking real life situation, bringing around the table newsmakers, the wake-ups, the shakers of our democracy, setting the agenda for the forward march of motherland Liberia. True Talk is live with your host, William A. Davis. It's an hour long of cross-cutting political, social, religious, and contemporary issues affecting the society. Make a date. True Talk, bringing our issues to life.
I'm not your hero. I'm not Moses. I'm not Jesus. I'm just human. I got my bills to pay. So much problems to face. Some of them want me to feel, but I keep on. Oh yeah. All I don't know the sacrifice we go through to make them high. Some people never satisfied. When you fall down, they criticize. You don't appreciate things I do. I know you. I know you. Come on, you got problems. Don't call me, 'cause I can't stop. But you can call me. Oh, I love you. Money can top up. If you not hustle, we go use that tea for butter. They don't know my story, but they want your glory. They don't know my story, but they want your glory. Don't call me, 'cause I can't stop. But you can call me.